I think the only way that this would cease or even like decrease is if people stop putting DL or discreet people on like such a high pedestal.
Yes.
Because I feel like, I don't know, people feel like it's such a like an accomplishment to like do something with the DL person. It's not. I'm sorry, it really isn't.
You know what? Yeah, actually, Kevin, based on that, like, I would actually want to ask a question. Do you feel like because of the DL men thing and because there's just a lot of them, do you feel like those type of men they can't really handle people like us, like
100%.
So they very much go, with people who would be able to tolerate.
100%. Because most of these DL people are really insecure, and they could never tolerate someone like any of us because they want to put me in some kind of box.
When it comes to when the sex is not.
Oh, Dami.
But he's right.
No, but it's true.
I thought you meant.
Because you look at it like that,
bro. You know what? But this is the problem. If more of them came out, then more of them will be happy with each other. Out.
Because most of them are really insecure.
It's true, guys. DL guys will use every excuse about you, but when it's time to fuck, it's not a problem.
It's true.
Exactly, it's true.
It's true.
And most of these people, like, they don't have the right. They don't even have the valid reasons for being discreet or DL, apart from the fact that they want to be promiscuous. You only claim to be DL and discreet because you want to be promiscuous. You have no other reason.
Enough of the DL guys, but what about the gay guys that want to trade? If you're a trade and you put trade in your...
But trade is just a masculine guy, babe.
Listen, if you are a masculine man, you never need to proclaim.
Sorry guys, I thought trade means DL. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, trade is a man that can pass as DL.
As a straight guy, yeah.
Oh, so
it's basically just a masculine
If you're a man, you're a man. Because when we're around straight men, they don't act anyhow. They just themselves. So if you need to keep proclaiming that you want a masculine man, that you need someone who's this, that you need that, then ultimately you are the biggest queen because you're actually looking.
You want to be mother.
Yeah, you're.
Actually, do you know what? That brings me to the next.
That's true.
Or father.
Do you feel like because quite a lot of gay, obviously those gay guys who would tolerate, this kind of thing, do you feel like a lot of them have
insecurity
female friends? Because I think sometimes people can sort of let like their friends get into their head. I mean, obviously having a friend you want, that's fine, but I do think that sometimes if you when you have a lot of female friends, you need to constantly bear in mind that you're not a female and that what females may like in a man, unfortunately we're not in the same community, so you have those high expectations and those expectations
I know what you're trying to
can only be fulfilled by those down low men who would cheat on you. Cheat with you, but then there's the women.
Yes, Tochi.
So that's just that just came to my head.
Most gay people try and use like heterosexuality, how their situation works, and like try to bring it into the gay community.
That's true.
But it won't work like that. That's not how that's why people are so into
and that's why they're so against marriage and having kids, because they still have this. It's like they're battling with this. It's a simple fact of like, this is our reality. They can't accept that this is your reality. Like if you want to be married, it will be with a man. It will. To some people, that can't come to terms with that, and that's understandable. But you don't need to make people feel inferior just because of your
choices.
Yeah, and your silly perception of what you think you want when that's not really even who you are. It's like people want to demand all the stuff in the world, they don't even possess half of those traits. I know so much men, and I've come across so much men that will say like, they'll tell me I'm too this, I'm too that, and then when I find out that they've been with people, they're even more queenie and more feminine than I am, but they'll be the ones going around, oh, I'm straight acting, I'm straight acting. Then why would you be straight acting if you know that you're a man? You don't need to remind me that I'm a man. I don't need to remind myself that I'm gay. I just live my life. You're the one that tries to remind me of the things that I don't even see in myself.
Do you know what it is like? It's very, very silly because I've met like a lot of guys who are so obsessed with the physical. And I always tell them, listen, physical cannot pay mortgage.
I'm telling you.
Physical cannot, when you're 80 and the body's not sexy anymore.
When you're a Zimmer frame.
Exactly, everything is shrinking.
What are you going to do? Go on Grindr?
Nobody would care about straight acting. That's when you start thinking about, the values, your behaviors, what goals do you have, what have you achieved?
What?
So I think, unfortunately, exactly, like, unfortunately, our community is just filled with superficial people.
People so shallow.
It's just
so shallow.
And like obviously, like I'm not saying I'm shallow. Like everyone has what they like.
It's shallow.
Obviously, if you like, you know, tall, short, skinny, whatever. Like what?
That's just preference.
I think preference. But I do think there needs to be a balance.
There has to be a balance.
In our community, sometimes I feel like there's no balance.
They will just care about looks.
You have to allow people to grow.
Yeah.
People can grow and come into their own.
Yeah. There was literally a documentary where like people were talking about how they feel like they might be even too ugly to be gay.
Oh, I think I saw
that on BBC.
Really?
Oh my god, I watched that shit. I'll send it to you. It was on Twitter.
Too ugly to be gay.
Yes. It's big in our community.
There's some gay guys that
no. Obviously,
documentary.
No. Like, damn it. Obviously, because of how we are, you know.
No.
Guys, damn me.
People are saying.
Say sorry for that. Because that is bad. Naughty boy. Naughty boy.
No. Obviously, because of how we are, we're not like necessarily like let's say like on the bigger side of, you know, in terms of size. But at the same time, there's a lot of people who have been affected by this, whereby, you know, they meet a guy and they tell them, oh, you're not muscular enough.
You're not
that happened to us though.
You're too tall.
But the thing is, you are strong enough to take it well because
I was committing suicide the first time someone told me that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh my god. I've been told some stuff, boy.
Man, he's still like,
anything you can. Someone's criticized thing from head to toe.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first came out, right, and like I got on the scene and like obviously like talking to guys and like when I would hear stuff like you're too feminine, I would be so confused. I'd be like,
because you don't see yourself.
I took all this time to come out for people in my own community to tell me this shit.
Internal homophobia, baby.
Can you believe that?
I think I'm masculine, you know.
You are. You do have traits of masculinity.
You have traits of masculinity.
I don't see myself as feminine, but everyone sees me as feminine. Why? Remember my voice.
The way you just did that. Everyone sees feminine.
Femininity isn't just like
people assume you're feminine just because you wear
makeup. Yeah, but honestly speaking, like obviously,
but that's aesthetic.
What I used to see is that if you put 5 feminine guys together, like for example, like maybe I don't know.
Let's say we're 4 feminine guys.
Let's say 4.
Hypothetically.
Let's say all feminine here. You cannot compare all of us together.
No, we all have an attribute.
You're coming out
one strays away from
so I feel like a lot of times that whole thing that's if people ask you, are you masculine, are you feminine? It's not. You shouldn't ask.
It's nothing that should ever be asked because I'm still a man.
You shouldn't ask that question.
But you know what? To be honest, I think when it comes to the dating scene, this is what I would tell people. Like, there's a lot of things
Could you? Sorry, you didn't get that. Please didn't get that.
Put your phone on silent, please. When I was growing up, there's a lot of things that I There's a lot of things I grew up with that I took with me, and a lot that I kept behind. So, and one of the things that I grew up with that I took with me is the fact that when you're an individual growing up, your focus shouldn't be so much on looks. And like I grew up in a culture that doesn't really emphasize much on looks, especially when you're a guy.
It's true.
So it's like growing up as an Igbo boy, growing up in Nigeria, like looks, like they were. In fact, we even have a proverb. To be honest, we actually have a proverb like a man is never ugly. We have a proverb because the ugliest man can literally go out there and find someone.
And they'll have the most beautiful.
Exactly.
Because girls don't care about looks. Girls don't care about looks. The way gay guys do.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why there was a documentary on that thing.
But I think obviously when I came into the scene it was a bit of a shock. But at the same time, I've always carried that with me that I'm not so focused on my looks. For me, if I'm healthy, I'm fine. I don't care. Like, questions like, are you masculine? For me, that's even. If you ask me that, we will just stop talking. That is
a red flag for me straight away. I'm sorry.
We need to be talking about future goals,
mortgages, kids, marriage,
exactly. I don't have time to sit here and talk to you about are you DL, are you this, it's a waste of time. Because when we're 40,
it's not gonna matter.
You wasted your time.
I'm telling
talking
you.
about childish things.
But do you think
we're not 17?
But do you think all those people asking are you DL, are you masculine, are looking to establish something?
Of course they're not. You won't be asking that if you want to sign long term.
No, but
you never ask if you tell you're masculine. Who asks someone? Every man has a feminine attribute.
There's two
even the most masculine man.
There's 2 reasons as to why they'll ask that. The first reason is if it's a guy that's down low that's asking that question, he wants to know if
he wants to know. Like, if he wants to see with you in public,
will he be?
What are you saying now? Are you this? Because I want to know if it's something that I'm going to be comfortable with because I'm so insecure of who I am. Yeah. So are you going to add to that?
Then get secure.
That's one. The second time is that the second reason is that if you're linking someone, and they want to know if you're feminine. Is that some gay guys only like to link with guys that are masculine because when it comes to like whatever they like that. And it's due to
their preference.
It's their preference as well. And also it's because in the gay community, in the black gay community, that masculinity, macho, is all portrayed on porn and stuff like that. You see, if you watch every porn, look at it. Have you not watched porn before? Yeah, it's No, but I wanted to describe it, but in the video,
that's actually true.
It's all about being masculine, all about that look, and that's what people want to actually portray in the everyday life.
And it's very unrealistic.
You know what I mean? It's unrealistic. It is.
I feel like that if you're going for all of those things and you're just going for aesthetics, it's so easy to be in an abusive relationship.
Yeah, very.
Regarding if it's physical, emotional, or verbal, it's so easy to be in that type of relationship when everything's aesthetics. And if you're doing this, then they'll start criticizing this. That was my first ex was like that. My first boyfriend criticized everything. Why'd you walk like that? Why'd you laugh like that? Why'd you talk like that? Why'd you do that?
Why you asking questions?
Making me feel bad about every single thing. Not knowing that he was a bottom for a drag queen. Imagine having audacity. And he was meant to be DL.
Please, DL is just...
I'm telling you.
It's just 2 letters that don't make
For me right now, if you don't have a valid reason for being discreet, I'm sorry, you are not even discreet. Because these people, like to say, oh, I'm discreet, but then you see them in the club every single week.
Oh, they say they don't go out, but they're out.
Yeah.
There's a difference between privacy and being secretive. You can be straight and go to gay events. I don't know why people are so like macho about everything. It doesn't because you're seen in a gay club. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. But it's just how you view yourself.
Do you know what?
You should get secure.
Do you know what? To be honest, I think that's also partly why I'm very I've always been quite selective, but I think the older I get, the more selective I get because listen, I can't settle for rubbish.
I won't.
Literally I know where I want to be myself personally, so if I'm talking to a guy who's so concerned is how they look on the outside, I would never, in fact I would stop. It wouldn't even go further, we would just stop talking. Because you're focusing more on the outside when I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm 24, I'm going to be 25 soon. We're not 17, we're not school children, we're adults. And you want to focus on your look. So I think, in many ways, the mentality I have and how I grew up has protected me in many ways because when I meet people, I tell them this is how it is. If you want all those masculine, macho, whatever, look elsewhere.
Yeah.
If you want all of those unrealistic, the whole muscular, I'm slim. And also, I don't really care. It doesn't matter to me.
Would you guys date DL men?
Oh God, no. God, unless they had a legit reason
and
for
you have to
being DL.
be private. If you're private, that's different.
If it's your family, it's something like that.
It depends on what you mean.
Or maybe because you're...
Kevin, would you?
It depends on the situation. If you're only using DL so that you can fuck every person in this community, of course the fuck no, I don't want to see you say. But if you have a legitimate reason, maybe because of work, or I don't know, maybe because of your family, I don't know, maybe you have a child, maybe, or maybe you're not just secure in yourself as of yet, then yes, we can probably build together and help you, through that process. Otherwise, I don't want to see your face.
For me, would I date a DL guy? Honestly, it's not what I want for myself. If I'm going to date someone, I look at future, I want to get married to someone. So I don't have issue, everyone does what they want to do. You know what I mean? If you want to be out, you want to be out. If you want to be everywhere, everyone will do what they want to do, to be honest. That's the truth, because I'm not really worried about everyone out here. I'm worried about Damilola, and I know I'm out. Do you know what I mean? But if I'm saying I want to date someone that's for dating purposes, I'm not going to say I want to date a guy that's DL because I'm not DL. I want a guy that's out so we can actually do the things that I would like to do, be build. That's what I want to date. But I don't mean that, I can still be cool with someone that's DL. You can do whatever you want to do. But dating purposes, to date, as a boyfriend that wants to be my husband, that we're going to get married and we're going to have children.
What if he will come out?
Yeah, he's going to come out.
Or would you tell him to come out first and then come see you?
It's what I don't want. I must say it's not what I will have, because you don't know what you indulge in as your life goes, or you don't know who comes into your life. I mean, but you ask me, what do I want? Will I date? That's not what I want to date.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's what like I know what I want.
Yeah,
but you don't always get what you want. You know, if it comes to you and he's someone is deal, like he has to. Do you know what I mean? Like fair enough. Then okay, then I'm gonna have to get in that situation when I get there. But we have to work towards the ultimate goal, which is
coming out.
Come out, because I'm gonna get married.
Yeah.
I want my wedding to be on E-News, so do you know what I mean?
Not even BBC One.
E-News, babe.
Junior, what about you?
I can date someone that's private. Before I wouldn't have understood the
So that's
difference.
DL though.
I mean, because people can be DL and be discreet. They can, but they don't. It doesn't. As long as I don't feel like a secret, that's the thing that people don't know how to do. There's people that will be discreet and private, and you will still meet everyone who's close to them.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm trying to say?
True, yeah,
And that's all you need.
100%.
I don't need to meet your grandma and all of that stuff, but I don't want to feel like I'm a secret.
Yes.
That's the difference. I'm a grown man. I can't be being putting down like that, and then you keep me in a cocoon and make me feel like I'm worthless. I'm not doing that. My friends are there. Oh no, don't tell them I'm here. All this shit. No.
Yeah.
If you're discreet, I can respect that, because certain professions I can understand people have to be discreet, and I can respect that. You don't have to be everywhere, but I don't want to be a secret. So if you're discreet, yes, but if you're just down low, you would never even know who I am anyway. So I would not answer your messages. I'm not on site, so you can't catch me, and you will not mess with me in public because you won't talk to me in the daylight. So no. You?
Okay.
Would
I date? Yeah. Actually, yes. I've actually dated one before, and there wasn't really a problem. But I think it depends on. No. Hold on, wait. I think it depends on the type of DL he is. I think, like Junior. So the person was a DL guy, but for me, like Junior, I have to I don't want to be a secret to your friends. Yeah. So you can be DL in the sense that
discreet.
You're not out to your family, or you're not. But obviously, your close friends know the situation.
Yeah.
And they know that I'm your partner. Yeah. But that's fine. But they're the only ones that know. But at work, they don't know. That's fine. Do you and your journey. And also, I can only be in that situation if the person eventually plans to come out.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of DM men who will tell you, oh, listen, I can never come out, I want to marry a woman.
Yeah.
Just to please the family.
But the minute you say that, it's over. But that's just the thing. Some people, they don't mind. But for me, would I be a DL? Yes, because I've actually done it before. But it was okay.
But even
also, sorry, Kevin. Also, it depends, because I know some DLs, they're very weird in terms of when you walk with me, you have to do this. You have to do that. I've never really gone through that. I've never really experienced that. Even when I was I actually walked around with the guy. We went to Sainsbury's, we went to Tesco. It was never really an issue. He didn't really tell me do this and do that.
No, I didn't experience that either.
Yeah, but I know that some people experience it.
No,
what I experienced, I never experienced them telling me what to do, but I've experienced them in the sense that they tell me, oh, you don't want to go out here.
Because you wear makeup.
No, I didn't wear makeup with the person.
But they probably told you not to wear makeup.
Have you been with someone that told you not to wear makeup?
Tell them not to wear makeup.
Or why do you wear makeup?
Yeah, I've been with guys, He was no one to even have a suggestion.
Yeah, but he made you feel bad, Dami, for wearing makeup. So
there are guys that have been with that, but I've never been with them to that extent where it's because I've only been with one guy like that, to be honest. You know what I mean? That was my relationship. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go and say every. There was no one, babe.
But you've still been in that situation.
Yeah, there's been guys that I've spoken to that criticize my makeup, but I've never stopped wearing. I don't need to stop wearing it. It never made me feel like I need to stop wearing it. Yeah.
So we all, not all of us. All three of us said we would but technically give a DL a chance if they intend on coming out. So what would be the time span? How long would you wait?
For me,
there's no time.
It just depends on the person.
Because what do you mean time? Do you want to end up like Philip?
To be honest, if you
no. What
do you want to end up like Philip?
Oh my God, no.
No, but I'm sorry.
Okay, for me, obviously, when I talk to you, by our conversation, I would know where you are with your life. And it's likely that you're probably a bit older. So For me, depending on the conversation and depending on where you are with your life, like a lot of people actually wait until they meet a partner before they come out.
That's
true.
There are there are exactly. But like, there are people like that. You know, they want to wait before they come out because they feel like they can't really go through that alone, which is understandable. Because
that's actually so
trust me, coming out.
Someone come out because of you.
Oh,
exactly. Trust me,
big deal.
coming out is not easy. Like I mean, I'm still going through it now, and I came out when I was 18. It's a process, and it takes a lot of strength and courage because it's a lot. So some people, they just can't go through that alone, and that's okay. It's actually better. Like they need that moral support, you know, from a partner and, you know, or from a close friend. So some people like that.
Sorry, Tochi, it's only you feel like you're gonna lose everything. It's like your family is
you're gonna lose everything.
So imagine you lose your family. So if you have that partner, at least gonna be there for you. You know,
exactly. And then you can start a new life and then create a new family and create new memories together.
That.
So yeah.
Actually, I never thought of it like that. But I've never really thought where someone would come out.
Oh no, trust me. Like I actually know of a second situation. I actually know 2 situations where that has happened recently.
Yeah, I know you used to win. Oh, would you guys date a bisexual? Yes. Let's get into this.
I would.
Kevin, I know you say no. Look, the Xenon says it all. Dami?
I would.
Huh, sharing dick.
Kevin, can we not?
It's in the dictionary.
If he's faithful to me right now.
Faithful to you?
Yeah, bisexual can be faithful. Yes.
Yeah, they can be faithful.
I mean, okay.
Being bisexual does not mean that.
Do you really believe that it really even exists right now in this generation? Be honest.
I do think that out of the 100% of people who tell me that they're bisexual, I do believe that 5% truly are.
Yes.
However, personally for me, would I date a bisexual? I don't actually think so. But
talk for me, honey.
It's not really like it's not a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Like it really isn't a deal breaker. Like if you're if you're bisexual and you come in and you have all the things that I want. Yeah, we can date, but it's not a deal breaker.
My question to those that said no is why would you not date a bisexual?
Because some people use bisexuality to cover up, just to, freely fuck everyone they want to fuck.
Then that's some people. What about
He's right though.
That's the 5%. That's the 5% that he just explained.
What if the guy was in that 5%? Would you date that 5%?
That's what I'm trying to say.
I haven't met. I'm not gonna lie. I've dated and I've given time to a lot of men, and I have not met a sincere bisexual yet, because everyone that says they're bisexual to me seems to focus on men all the time.
Yeah,
this is what I get confused about.
Do you know what? Bisexuality is in the gay community. It's kind of they're kind of held in that pedestal. DL men are held in as well.
Really?
Yes, because bisexual men tend to obviously fuck men and women. So
no, that's a lie. There's a lot of men that are I know bisexual that bottom for men and top for women.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah, and they will never tell the woman that.
And also, there's guys out there that have children. And they've been, they're young, so they are bisexual because they have.
Sorry, is Philip bi?
Who's Philip?
No.
I'm saying for the
he said he's gay. He
but
said he's gay.
It doesn't matter. Some people just sex is sex.
Yeah.
The fact that he wouldn't even matter to some people that it's a woman or a man. Sex is sex wherever they can get it.
What's that called? Bisexual then?
For me, I personally wouldn't date a bisexual.
It's called sexual.
Because this is just so annoying.
Because what?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest, my insecurities will not allow it.
Exactly.
That's different.
That's
a fair reason.
Do you feel like
inferior to a woman?
Like if you not in that, but like if you guys have issues and he cheats, you're not sure who he cheated with.
Yes.
What gender?
That's exactly.
And I think that really mess people up.
That's the problem.
Because if the guy is fully gay, if he cheats, at least you know what the problem is. But obviously, like I'm not saying this is the case, but I think for me, it's a thing where a bisexual can actually get up to them and be like, do you know what? This relationship has been good, but I feel like now I want to start a family and I want to marry a woman and I want to have my wedding next year. What are you going to do?
I'm sorry.
And if they're African, I want to have my traditional wedding.
That's unfortunate.
In this community,
trust me,
men are already loose.
That actually probably happens.
It's already loose. So
I mean, that's just
for men.
But that's just like a minority. But like,
it can happen. That's
it can happen. But like, I don't think they're all like that.
Every story is
because the thing is, I don't think bisexuality is the same as polyandry. Or polygamy, where you're dealing with,
because the guy used to leave you as well for somebody else. That's
for someone else.
No matter boy, man, woman.
But if you cheat on me with a man, that already effed me up for a long time. So to imagine you cheat on me with a woman, I can't compete with a woman.
No.
Like you know what I'm trying to say? Like it's horrible.
And the thing is, some bisexual men actually leave the man and marry the woman. Like,
imagine.
I actually met a guy in Birmingham, in Nottingham, when I lived there, and then he was like to me that that he would date guys and girls, but when it comes to marriage, he would marry a woman. But I'm like, will you tell the guy? He goes, maybe.
I met a man like that.
That's just standard.
That's him just trying to.
No, but that's how a lot of them think. I met someone like that when I broke up with my first ex, and we were seeing each other. Everything was so nice, and then he told me that that I do intend to marry a woman, and he wanted me to be front row in his wedding. And I said, well, you want me to be sitting there cheering you on? He goes, why? Of course I would still be seeing you. He said it.
No, but the thing is, trust me, that is actually the reality.
Yeah, it's the reality. They don't think nothing's wrong with it.
After the wedding, they'll still be seeing each other.
They'll still be seeing me. You think I was so baffled. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was a joke. I was so insecure. I still was talking to him after.
Yeah,
that's
very tough.
Because I thought that he would change his mind.
You can't really.
But it ended up being the biggest.
Michelle said.
Michelle, you can't.
Tart.
No. He just sounds like he wants to do it for pleasing the family. That's not the bisexual
society.
Yeah, he did want to please the family. He said he would have come out.
What makes it so hard is because nowadays we can't even see if you're genuinely bisexual or not, because it's just being used just to cover. A lot of guys don't really want to be gay. They want to just add being straight to make themselves look better. Do you know what I mean? So it kind of makes it difficult for people to want to be in a relationship with bisexual guy, because it's like, what are your real intentions of being bisexual? So
it's annoying. When you have men of quality, you have men of substance, you've got everything in front of you, and then you just choose to play around with it. It's crazy to me. If you know ideally that someone is not what you want, or you don't have the same vision, just leave them alone.
Exactly.
Because heartbreak is real, you know. When you're heartbroken, when you feel used, Jesus, some people take that really badly.
Yeah.
That's why, that is now going back to Philip. That is when I start thinking about his wife. Because I remember the little that happened to me, how it's made me feel.
Bisexual. So if he was with a woman,
he said he's gay.
I told you that he would have blocked it out.
So is it on labels? I think it's on labels.
No, he would have blocked it out.
In general, I'm just saying, because you
if he was bisexual.
Yeah, well, meant to, because I thought that if you had sexual,
that doesn't mean anything.
Let me tell you,
gay guys in the past have previously.
Let me tell you, he probably just had sex with her doggy. Imagine that it was a woman, so you didn't have to see her face. You don't know stuff like that.
It's true. To be honest, that actually happens.
Yeah.
A lot of men that do that, when they're having sex with a woman, they actually think of men.
Yes.
They do.
So you bend over and you just
please, let's not go into the details.
What?
But
so this is reality. As
well.
It is reality.
I'm not saying anything sordid. Stop it. God, you're not my parent.
God, you're not my parent.
Say doggy. I said sordid. This is what you want to hear. You're saying all the stuff you're telling us not to say is the stuff that you're thinking about, you dirty boy.
I'm not thinking about anything.
Look at you. I said sordid, you told me I said doggy.
No.
Imagine, I said sordid. Did I not? Yeah.
But, yeah, that's just the reality. And the more straight you try to become, the more gay you become.
Yep, that's true. The more you try to act like something you're not, everyone knows.
You can't run away from it.
You will realize what you're missing.
That's one thing I've learned. When you feel like you've got a secret and something like that, trust me, everyone already knows. You're the only one that's trying to protect it. People already know you're gay. Or it's what you think. There's always one person, the most important person knows. And it's going to be your family member. Someone knows. And I have to remember, when I think about myself, and people used to say little stuff and I was denying it, it was always the people like my dad and certain people that are close to me. Are you? I'm like, no, I'm not. And it's someone, when you look, you have to think back, there's always going to be someone that has noticed something about you being gay, and you try to deny it. Oh, please, people know. You're just trying to deny it. Please.
Yes, sir.
People know. The one thing you have to get used to it, because you never stop coming out anyway. We still come out. I'm always telling someone I'm gay. I mean, you never stop. It's unfortunate.
And the thing is, obviously, with some of us that actually came out to our families, a lot of us are still going through it. I mean, I came out when I was 18, I'm still going through it.
Yeah, it's just that relationship with your mum.
Yeah, like just dealing with family and just constantly saying that you see
and explaining it.
So you're going through it. Does it get better? How is your relationship with your mum since you come out to your mum?
I can't really say much on camera, but I think it's. Do you know the thing is like I think it depends on who you are, because for me, I think when I was younger, I was a bit more. I was a very I was a poster child, very obedient. Like I was like ideal, very obedient. I was ideal, very obedient, like very I was never stubborn. Like I was like literally learning from my grandparents. I was literally loved by all when I was in Nigeria. So and now, but I think now because of that, my extended family in Nigeria, they're actually taking it well, some of them, but I think it's a thing where sometimes I feel like they're a bit shocked because of how strict and like social that I'm not. Like, I literally tell you this, and that's it. This is my life. I'm gonna live it, kind of thing, because they're not really used to seeing me be quite assertive like that. Because I've always been like very obedient, so they're not used to seeing me like give it. Because I literally give them rules. I've given everyone around me. This is the rules. If you don't follow the rules, then goodbye. So then people, I think when people are used to seeing you like that, I can't really go into this, but I think it's just about, I'm myself, he is what he is.
Just general respect.
Yeah, like just general trying to, it's hard because that's your family, and especially for me, I grew up with these people, like they know me and I know them, but at the same time, I'm an adult now and you have to set rules. It's not easy, but it's the reality.
I think it's just, especially it's African culture.
This is years and
years of bias, force, ignorance. So it's centuries. You're never gonna. It's never gonna be overlapped. It's just. I feel like I have it a bit more easier with my dad. He can tolerate a bit more just because he's a bit more westernized.
Yeah.
And he's born here, so like he might not like it, but he does.
He
has to. That was my attitude with him. Like he's got no other option, and I feel like that's how I managed to just be.
I think
myself.
every parent comes to the point where they just have to kind of deal with it.
No,
but my mum doesn't even notice it.
No,
my mum
some parents would literally especially the over.
Do you not hear them about
religious ones?
That in America,
the over religious ones. Trust me, some of them are so into the religion that they'll just cast you out forever.
There's not man. He burned his child in his sleep.
Oh my god.
Do you not hear about it in Atlanta? Because he was gay.
Yeah. Like I actually know someone who his family literally, he was in a missionary school. Actually, no, he was gonna be a priest, and when they found out, his family cut him off completely. His brothers, they're all here in this country. Medical doctors doing so well, the Nigerians, they cut him off completely.
Yeah, but Africans are like that. But they don't only do that with that coming out. Well, my friend, we did do it with money as well. My friend was being abused by her boyfriend. She told her parents, they said, what is she needs to stop doing what she's doing for him to stop beating her. Yeah. So she left him, she come here, and the whole family disowned her and still on the boyfriend, the ex-husband side today. She's happily married now to a white man, enjoying her best life. It's true. Gosh. Yeah, but Africans are like that, so you should never take nothing like that to heart. Because they can just, oh my god, they can cast you off, they can be angry at anything sometimes.
They will cut you off until you start making money.
Yeah. Money changes a lot.
To be honest, I think it depends on your family. Really. Some families
just too ignorant.
Some families are too ignorant, and some people are open-minded, some people are not. Some families are very judgmental, some families are not. You just have to know your family. That's it, really.
But the thing that when I was in one that situation where I felt like my parents would never accept me, and even when we made that video a while ago, like that, I was very confident that they would never.
But that's like everyone's fear.
You know what I mean? Look, that's what happened. They even said to me, okay, you know what, I would never accept you like this. But it comes to a point where, like, when things come together, like. Now they kind of talk to me, we kind of have a relationship, here and there, like, I'm getting closer to them as the day goes by, and I never once thought, like, that would ever happen. Yeah. So, I mean,
it's time is a healer.
But it's not every family like that. And you mentioned a few examples that, it's very deep.
Every family like that,
There's about very sick. They were really strict. My mom, my dad, they raised me and my sisters and siblings and all them, they raised us very strictly. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So I knew the consequences and everything like that. and I didn't think they would ever like it. I know they don't like it, but obviously one day you have to just.
Yeah,
you have to contact me. You have to contact me, and then not that they're dealing with it because I'm not shoving it in their face so they see it every day. But and I'm doing my own life.
Well.
Do you know what I mean? I'm doing my own life, but just to at least have some type of relationship. Do you know what I mean? It may hinder the closeness of it, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
In life, we have to sacrifice.
Yeah, it is what it is.
And I think obviously not everyone will be able to do that. To do what you do. Not everyone will be able to do what I do. Like some people, like they just don't have that courage, and it's okay because trust me, being courageous and sacrificing, it's really hard. But I do think you get to a point in your life where you just have to.
You get to a point where you just don't care anymore.
Just don't care.
It's enough. That's why you see a lot of these people coming out later on in life, despite a lot of the situations that I do not approve of. Like there's some people that just have had enough, and you're going to get to that point. But sometimes it's better to nip that in the bud before it comes like that, so you're not damaging people. Lucky enough, none of us have damaged anyone.
Oh no.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like we haven't. It's just people's ignorance in our families that is hard for them to succumb to the fact that this is our reality, whatever. But that's just ignorance. That's nothing that we can do. It's just, whatever. But we haven't damaged anyone. We haven't been in relationships and had kids with people.
You know what? Like, and I think, to be honest, I think for me, one thing I've realized is that I don't know. It's almost like because I don't know. Like for some reason, some people that I grew up with, they think that when you come out as gay, like things change or that you change or maybe this. I don't know. You change. Actually, I remember there was a family member who said to me, I kid you not. She said, when you come out, when you're gay, you become like Elton John, number one.
Elton John.
Oh, he's rich, oh man.
Yeah.
He's married, he's kids. No. He's got nothing like.
You become like Elton John, number one. Number two, you would drop out of university. Number three, you're going to be useless in your life. You're going to much.
See, Africans just think gay is the end of the world.
No. This person did not even grow up in Nigeria. It depends on
where they're from.
I can't say because
it'll be too
just to make up the country, then there's the continent.
We can talk later on. But it's one of those things where when she said that, I'm like, that's actually how a lot of people think. Like they have these images in their head, like
there are straight people who drop out of uni. There are straight people who are not nothing. There are straight
I always hear that gay. If you're gay, you want to be a girl.
No. But the thing is, their idea of being gay is that the only thing you will ever be is promiscuous, and that's it.
That's
true.
So this is what. So it's like
that's true.
When I came out, it's almost like I'm like, for me to be honest, I'm still gonna be myself. And I said, if I was straight, I'd still be the same person.
Yes.
Everything would be the same.
Yeah.
It's shocking because now when I actually meet that person, I'm like, it's still me. Nothing has changed. But trust me, the homosexuality is still there.
She really does.
It's hard for people to say, why would you choose? Like it's a choice, it's so annoying, man.
I said it's not.
Can you not just understand just like how you like what you like? It's what we like.
I just think that to just conclude the whole topic is just how can we move forward. And I think what it is that, in terms of the Philip, how do you say his last name? Schofield. So this British name was too hard to pronounce. But British. But am I not having an African name?
I thought he was American.
From the ATL.
From the ATL?
I was born here anymore. I have a British passport.
That is a Yoruba boy. So.
Yeah, thank you, Eshe Remy. But just to conclude on Philip Schofield, we have to at the end of the day commend those that have the courage to come out, despite the situation and all that. The fact that there's another guy that's out now that's trying to say that, this is who I am. Do you know what I mean? So that's commendable. And for all those that want to come out, you need to just do it on your own pace, whenever you can, whenever you feel like it's the right time, whenever you feel ready, whenever you have the bravery to do it, whenever you have the courage to do it. The sad thing is that to those that are just out here, affecting women's lives
on purpose.
That's not what I would say.
There's no. We can't say nothing about that because it's terrible.
I mean, I ever had the reason
more like someone to do that to you.
It's lying, and that's not what we. no, that's not what
we're not promoting that.
No, we're not promoting that.
I think it's different if someone is just, if they've had a child and they're not in a relationship anymore. Now they come out. But if you're actually in a current marriage like this,
divorce.
I'm telling you.
You know, a lot of people are going to say that he should, I'm happy he's out, but I wish he just said it earlier.
This is the only reason why it's so big. Is because of his marriage.
Years.
But at the end of the day, you know,
welcome.
Congratulations, welcome to the gay community.
We hope to see you at Pride.
Yeah. Hopefully you come in a video like this.
Who's to say he hasn't been there already?
Oh yeah.
Hopefully you can join us in a video interview.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of questions. But yeah, but once again guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Comment down below what you guys think about the situation with Philip and what you guys think about, you know, the topics like this and anything else that you guys would like to see. Ask questions and like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in our next video.
Thank you for watching.